Bonjour à tous et à toutes. Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to talk about my biggest regrets and the things I'm happy about that I did while in high school. So the first thing I would say I regret is not participating in things early enough. In my freshman and sophomore year, I was pretty much uninvolved. I didn't do very many extracurriculars. I didn't go to many school events. In general, I was just very focused on my grades and academics, but not much on anything else. In 11th grade, I made it one of my goals to go to more things and activities. So in 11th grade, I created the MSA, which is Muslim Students Association at my school. And I was a co-founder and a co-president. This year, I applied to be a board member of the Montgomery County, Maryland MSA. And fortunately, I got a position and I'm the co-vice president of the Montgomery County MSA. And both of them have given me significant leadership experience, getting to tolerate other opinions, things like that. Then this year, I did a bit of Model United Nations in 10th grade. Then I stopped it in 11th grade when I was really busy getting started with MSA. So then in senior year, I rejoined Model UN and DECA, which is a business and economic club. And I went to one Model UN conference because everything got canceled because of the coronavirus. I went to this regional and state competitions for DECA. Nationals did get canceled, but I didn't qualify. So yeah, so that was one thing I stepped up this year. My next regret is about friends. So I feel like now I have a solid group of friends, but I personally feel like I did not try hard enough to have a good set of friends in 9th and 10th grade. I really started hanging out, things like that in 11th grade, and started putting more time and energy into friendships to deepen them. So that was something I kind of regret not doing early on. Same thing with extracurriculars. So another aspect of the friends is I just think that my 9th and 10th grade friendships, they were just getting to know people, kind of not deep, so to say. I don't think I could rely on anyone completely, but that it started to change in 11th grade where, I guess as I put in more time to friendship, I was able to depend on a certain group of people, and they are very likely going to remain lifelong friends, which I could not say in 9th or 10th grade. The next thing I would say I regret is being very afraid. So I got uncomfortable in social settings. I was kind of afraid to go out with my friends and hang out and stuff. And in general, I just was not confident at all. I had terrible public speaking skills and it was very bad. So in 11th grade and the summer, it started all to change. 11th grade, MSA really helped me with public speaking skills because you have to make a presentation every single meeting, and we had meetings basically every week. So things we had around the minimum of 20 meetings, and you had to craft everything. So I'd say that really helped me with my confidence and public speaking skills. The next thing I would say is I went to National Student Leadership Conference at Georgetown University in Mastering Leadership. So I think that was kind of like super duper beneficial in boosting my confidence and improving my leadership and speaking skills. So I think that motivated me to join Model UN and DECA this year, because I just felt more confident and able to participate in competitions and things like that. Another thing is, MSA is good with a tournament called Muslim Interscholastic Tournament. And so I went last year, but I didn't win. So that also kind of took a toll, that like I couldn't win because I thought I did really well, but I didn't. So yeah, so that's the next aspect of what I regret about high school. The next thing I regret is not putting all the work that was necessary in order to get like amazing grades. Like I got good grades, but it's like if I put in just a little bit of more work, I think I would have gotten very, very good grades. But I think that's something I'm kind of on the edge of. I regret that like I could have worked a little bit harder, but at the same time, I also like kept my free time and I wasn't compromising my sleep as much as some of my peers. So I don't know. I cannot function without sleep, but some of my friends, they can function on 4 to 6 hours of sleep. I need at the minimum 6 hours of sleep, preferably 8. Below 6, I just can't do anything. So that's something I'm kind of on the fence on. Like it has its pros and cons. Now in the next segment, we're going to talk about the things I'm happy about that I did in high school. The first thing I would say I'm happy about is that I believe I created solid connections and relationships with my teachers, with which a lot of other students did not do. Like I could say that probably all of my teachers liked me, and they could see some sort of potential in me. So I can't say that all of them loved me. Like some of them, I was their favorite. Like my French teacher, I could say I was like the best student in the class. So I could say I was one of her favorite students. My Arabic teacher, I had her for 3 years. It was very, very good. So, and those 3 years really, really helped deepen that friendship and relationship. As you can tell, I really like learning languages, so I have my best connections with those teachers, but I could say that I had good relationships with my social studies teachers, with most of my science teachers. I could say all my science teachers, they all pretty like me, even though I'm not good at science. Like I just don't understand chemistry or physics, and also engineering. They all like me because I didn't disrupt the class. I turned in everything basically always on time. So in general, the English teachers kind of, I think I was just average. Like I'm not the best at English, so I think they were okay with me. Like they didn't hate me, but they didn't love me. Cause like, I guess there's usually the theater kids are the best at English. Or the people who are just really smart. But yeah, then the next thing, math. Math was always really tricky for me. I just don't understand it. But I usually had a good relationship with my math teachers. I would say I was also average in their spectrum. They didn't dislike me or like me. The next thing I say that I don't regret is taking the wide range of classes I took. So you know that some people, they're so focused, like they want to be a doctor, so they take AP Chem, AP Physics, AP Bio, and they're on their track, and AP Calc. Engineering is pretty much the same thing. If you're in law, then you take like law and philosophy and stuff like that. I like that since so I was previously going to go in as undecided, but then I'm declared as international business because it combines international relations and business, which are two things I liked. So but still I kept my options open throughout high school. Like I took science classes, lots of social studies classes, a math elective. So I just dabbled here and there, and I liked that. I think it helped me understand what I'm good at. So now I know that I don't think anything with heavy math I could do in life. Like, I would just be so tired of it. So I just can't imagine doing medicine because 3 years of medical school with chem and stuff is no thank you. I really like law school and law, the subject in general. I liked architecture, but it requires you to take calc and stuff. So I kind of took that off. But I think law remains one of my favorite options. And I'm going to obviously do my bachelor's in business, but I could pursue, like, they have these joint programs where you do an MBA and a JD, or a JD and an LLM, which is a master's in law. So they have these joint programs, which I'm really interested in. Like, in 3 years, you get out with 2 degrees. So that sums up this video, my 3 main regrets and my 2 things I was happy about. I don't believe I'm missing much. Like, they were all pretty general, but some people are like super like involved in high school and they don't really have much regrets. Their main regret might be not having a free time or something like that, but it just depends on how you experienced high school. My high school isn't like a super typical American high school. Like, I guess you could say it's kind of toned down. There isn't that much school spirit. Like, the football team isn't amazing. Now, I go to a school in Bethesda, Maryland, and it's in like the top 100, but it's pretty balanced. It has a good drama program, theater, a good arts program, a good sports program, but it's like, I think it only shines in certain parts. In most sports things, it doesn't exactly do the best, but it's pretty good. So I just think a lot of schools that show up in movies, they're extremely sports focused or extremely drama focused. So it's like, I guess you don't see that experience. Like, it's just continuation of middle school in like a different building. But like, it's just different for, I think the South, it's like in Texas, they do their prom or homecoming mums. So that's like a huge deal. But we don't really do that. We just do corsages and like the basic stuff. We have a nice prom, but it's like not like, oh my god, like the South. So yeah, so this was today's video. I hope you guys liked it. Please share, like, and subscribe, and comment down below if you have any new video ideas. See you in the next one. Au revoir.